What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're going to be looking at my Iden Green list um, with a couple of updates. So I had a couple people let me know that they had done really well with this list. One guy finished top 4 in a decent sized tournament. I can't remember how many people, but it was close to 30 or more. And then another guy won his tournament, and I think it was like close to 30 people. But if they watch the video, definitely let me know. But either way, the fact that this list had done really well at 2 tournaments last weekend just made me want to revisit it. I hadn't played it since I made that video because I'm always trying out new lists to make content for. But I really enjoyed this deck when I was playing it on Force Table. But today I wanted to play it against real people and see how it does. So a couple of changes I made are I put in 2 recruit. Just I really liked how that card felt in Boba Green, and I felt like it does kind of the same thing here, where I'm gonna either look for like my Vaders, my reinforcement walkers, my Avengers later in the game, or Gideon earlier in the game to try to start closing things out. Certain units are just really important in certain matchups. You know, Sentinels like Cell Block Guard or System Patrol Craft, and I may need to go up to 3 System Patrol Craft just to have more protection in space. Um, Even though I don't like that card. Overall, though, it's very similar to the original list. I didn't change too much. I'm trying to think what I cut. Oh, I took out the 2 make-in openings for the recruits. That was just an easy cut. That card never felt good. It always felt underwhelming, and it just to gain 2 life, it just wasn't doing enough for me, and it never really, rarely did it kill anything, even against AI on Force Table. So, um, otherwise, everything else, like, clearly the list did really well this weekend, so I didn't want to mess around with it too much. In the sideboard, I did add 2 super laser blasts for the Luke Green matchup. I didn't put it in the main board, um, but I definitely think you could argue that you could put in 1 in the main board for something. I'm not sure for what, but I just wanted to be like streamline consistency with the testing today, just to see how it felt and not have like one-ofs. But in more best of 3, it might be something to consider. But so turn 1 plays, we're looking at Inferno to set up our draws. Seasoned Shoretrooper is better later in the game to close things out, but it's still fine early as something to get down on the ground. Viper Pro Droid is usually one of our better turn 1 plays, so we can look at their hand as well. Turn 2, we're looking at either a Death Trooper or Power of the Dark Side, depending on what we're playing against. If we can kill a thing with Death Trooper, that's great, because then we get to get a unit on the board and kill a thing, but if not, Power of the Dark Side is typically better. Power of the Dark Side is obviously very good against really big units, and when we can kind of like clear out the board with Barrage and then use Power of the Dark Side to kill the last unit. Power of the Dark Side is also really good with Avenger later in the game. It's really good early as well. Power of the Dark Side is just an amazing card. There was a similar card in Magic, that Sheoldred's Edict, where it's always really good to get your opponent to have to sacrifice a unit, but you just want to set it up to where they have to sacrifice the unit that you want them to sacrifice. And in this game, you can definitely do that once you know that they're out of resources, and and you're still holding on to actions. And the good thing about Iden is you're able to do that pretty well, because you can heal at any time if you've killed a unit, so you're usually able to like hold out for Power of the Dark Side if you can. Superlaser Technician has synergy with Recruit, so you use Recruit to search for it. You know ECL it in to ramp up against Control sometimes. I feel like that card hasn't been as good lately, just because everyone kind of plays around it. Consortium is for aggro to have you can ECL it into like their green A-Wings, which is a really good ECL, and gain 2 life if you have the initiative. Resupply is obviously for ramp. Then we have Cell Block Guard as our ground sentinel to get with Vader. I'm also considering switching out the Laser Technician for something else to maximize it with Vader, so we'll see. Vigilance is at 6 cost to gain life against aggro and kill a unit. System Patrol Craft, like I said, I might add another unit to have more defense in the air, 3 takedowns, 3 Gideon is kind of our early, starting to close things out as Gideon has so much synergy with removing spells and Barrage. Gideon and Barrage are just like chef's kiss, like such an amazing combination of cards. You make Gideon at least a 7/7 if he doesn't already have counters on him, and then you just wipe out their board, and then you make him even stronger. It's like, and you haven't even touched anything with Gideon yet. You just nuts. Those are 2 of my favorite cards to play together. Then you have Vader as your late game to replenish your board against control, or ambush in against aggro if you make it to that turn. Reinforcement Walker is in here for aggro, essentially, just as another way to come back if aggro is holding on and giving us a hard time, which can tend to happen if they draw very well. It's also really good against control to draw cards later in the game. Avenger is kind of our closer. The reason I don't play 3 is because we're playing 2 Reinforcement Walker, and the reason, Reinforcement Walker kind of helps us to gain life, and I think it's important. And I think in this deck you have Vader and Reinforcement Walker and Gideon, so you have a lot of cards that can close out, so you don't need the 3rd Avenger. You could argue that you could put one on the side, and that might be switched out for Reinforcement Walker potentially, but Reinforcement Walker just feels good against aggro, so that's why it's in here. Traders is, in the sideboard for aggro as well. Ruck is just a really cool card to ECL in against certain matchups, like where you just get to defeat the unit, which is sweet, as long as it's a non-leader. A couple of Vanquish for bigger things. Restock is for control matchups. Superlaser Blast, like I said, is for like decks like Luke or like Churrit, or just things that have tons of shields and protection. Bring those in those matchups. Also, make sure to subscribe and comment on my 500 subscriber post under the community page to have a chance at winning the cards I'll be giving out once I hit 500 subscribers. You just have to make sure you comment on that post what your favorite card is and subscribe for me to have a chance at winning. But let's get into some games and see how this updated version does against real people. Alright, up again, Jyn Blue here. Attack with a unit, defender gets -1, okay. So we got Seasoned Shoretrooper, Droid now. Let's get rid of 1 Seasoned for sure. Kind of like everything else. Their hand is Takedown. Why wouldn't it just show me their hand? It's weird. Takedown, Yoda, Spark. Oh, it does show me, okay. Takedown, Takedown, Yoda, Spark of Rebellion, okay. So it's like a control deck, okay. And he discarded Overwhelming Barrage? Sure. They Takedown, Yoda. Try playing Yoda here, right? So at the very least, we could play... I mean, do we care about Power of the Dark Side? Or Yoda, I mean, that much? We got another Barrage, so that's good. Power of the Dark Side's good too. Let's get rid of the Patrol Craft right now. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Draw a card. I mean, Yoda makes sense in there. Because he gets to draw a card when it dies. We got takedowns too, brother. Now I don't know what his hand is, so it's definitely Avenger here. Awesome. Well, it's not really a lot we can do at this point. We're just gonna get takedown again. Vader's good, Gideon's good. Maybe we just try to play more units. Just stay away from takedown. He's gonna probably kill our soul block guard. Okay. See if he's out of bullshit yet. Choose a card to resource. I really don't want to resource Vader here. I think we're gonna get rid of Consortium and look at their hand again. So if he has a Vanquish, then Gideon dies, which he did, which is fine. System Patrol Craft, Luke Skywalker, and Spark of Rebellion. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, if he sparks here, that stinks. Choose a card to resource. I'm gonna do Inferno, so we can have Inferno Overwhelming Barrage if he doesn't take Vader immediately. Okay. Cool. Like this. Okay, definitely resupply here. He plays another Luke on Vader. Yep. Cool. Then we play I want to play Overwhelming Barrage, but that means I have to attack him with both things, which kind of sucks. So let's go. He might play like a Luke lightsaber too. So this way we barrage, we could still play Consortium. 2 Lukes is ridiculous. Or we could let him... Yeah, I don't want him to play like a shield. And then he can just heal the entire thing. So, I mean, this way we lose Iden and Stormtrooper, but we get Consortium to kill Luke. I guess it's worth it, right? Man, he's had a spell for every single one. Okay, never mind. I forgot how this worked. I did that wrong, but whatever. Haven't used this card in a while. Could tell. At least I've never used it on here, so. Well. Take out Luke. Transfer. Boom. Reinforcement walker is nice. Worst case, we get to play 2 Infernos and get to trigger it 3 times. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Okay. Sure. This deck's extremely annoying to play against. Yeah. Top and top. Pass. Get another spark for that, Sparky. No, we're just gonna stick with what we got. Yes. That's only if you have the initiative? So, if I claim the initiative here, which is pretty smart, then I can kill Baze and kill Obi-Wan. And then bring in another Vader. Yeah. So let's go Vader to, let's go Vader to, yep, just like that. Sure, sure, sure. If he wants to attack, he has to hit cell block guard. Come on, man. The third Luke in one game? Come on. That's ridiculous. It's nice when you get 3 Lukes, isn't it? I don't know. It doesn't tell me which one. Oh, that's beautiful. I can go in the bottom. Pass. Okay. It's not like the worst thing ever. Because we already have Avenger. How many cards do we have? 20? He has 23. I mean, it does let us go wide too. We could do Vader in one of them, so I'm okay with it, I guess. Sure. Just gonna attack, kill his Chewy immediately. He passed? Okay. Sure. Whatever. You know, waylay that too. Let's look at his hand. Han Solo. Waylay. Han Solo. So he could waylay again. I mean, waylays Vader, that's a good thing. He waylaid Death Stormtrooper. Okay. Choose a card to resource here. We're at 10. I'm definitely not resourcing Gideon. Gideon's nuts. I mean, how many more annoying cards could this guy have? Okay. He played a waylay? 26? Han. Okay. Just play Gideon. Power. Vader. So if he waylays Vader, it's like so stupid. Okay. I don't think we need Superlaser Technician here. He's played what? 2 or 3 waylays. Okay. Good game. I mean, he really only had a chance because he drew 3 Lukes and like 2 or 3 Spark Rebellions. Well, we were in, I mean, as far as like life total, we were in dominant control the whole time. It was just more like extremely annoying because he had an answer so many turns in a row. Up against Chewy Red here. Have no idea what to expect. Just like power the dark side early, potentially, or just resupply. I really don't want to get rid of my Avenger here. I'm like always okay with getting rid of Patrol Craft because it's like such a meh card. I really don't want to get rid of Reinforcement Walker either. I mean, if we're keeping this hand, we really need to keep Resupply. It's just, I think we're gonna have to get rid of Avenger because we don't know what we're playing against and it's such an expensive card. Waiting on our opponent to do something. activated Chewy's ability. Made that. Okay. So he's playing somewhat aggressively here. I think we can get rid of that safely. Yeah. Barrage is too good. I mean, we have the initiative, so we're just going to play this. Power of the Dark Side is such a good card. Now, I don't play Superlaser Blast in the main board currently. I might switch one in though for like a reinforcement walker or something maybe. That's what I was thinking. Okay, another unit. So if we don't get a removal here or a good, okay, well that's fine. Then we'll just play Resupply. Well, we got another one. Trying to think if I just want to take 3 damage here. No, let's just keep it. Let's just keep them from doing anything at the moment while we're not doing much until we get to our bigger stuff. Yeah, I don't care about a 2/2. We can't do anything else, so we're just gonna claim the initiative. Gideon here would be amazing because we could CL it in, make it a 6/4. Even more so. Okay. I think Patrol Craft isn't bad. Double Vigilance is not bad. Barrage is not doing a lot for us right now because we have no units on the board until next turn, which is good. So maybe, oh, so we play something this turn. We're playing Resupply, I guess. Just feels like a very interesting turn, but we can kill both of those things at least with Iden next turn with Barrage. Guess maybe one Vigilance so we could possibly use the Patrol Craft since we haven't done anything this game. Yeah, I really don't want to ambush that in, that just seems silly. Kinda just want to see what he does here before we decide to deploy Iden. Okay. Deal 3 damage to a non-leader unit. Yeah, I mean that's not really doing a lot. Okay. Well, isn't that stinky? So, we're just gonna go Ace then, because if he wants to slow us down, he can, by all means. Yeah, so Patrol Craft was a keep. I think Vigilance is, we don't even need to use it yet because he's only done 2 damage to us. Okay, we're at 7 resources here. Inferno Patrol Craft, I guess. And Barrage is going to be big at some point. So we're getting rid of Takedown? I don't know about that. But I really want to have all these other cards. We could just Vigilance this turn. It's just the problem is there's so many powerful cards. And I really don't want to keep just like getting rid of this card because I don't like it that much. Like at a certain point it's going to be useful. Like this turn it's not bad, especially because we're the initiative. Let's just get rid of the Inferno. I just think Takedown's more valuable at a certain point. There's this thing flip on 7. Okay. Boom. He just claimed the initiative? Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, we're gonna be at 8 here. At some point we're gonna get a Vader. One of these days. So I think at 8 resources we're just going Reinforcement Walker. Start digging. Since could do a takedown. Could go barrage. Let's get rid of one barrage. I don't want to get rid of Inferno completely. So we might just barrage here. And just kill these two stupid things. Or even barrage and put damage. Okay. So now I don't really care about barraging. Right now. Let's play this. No, I don't want to draw that, do I? I guess I'll draw cards. That's fine. We'll let Patrol Craft go. Bombing run. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Just to take that thing out, why not? Instead of letting it sit there and threaten to kill my patrol craft. So next turn we have a slew of things we can do at 9. We can barrage. If he attacks in Chewy into Reinforcement Walker, we'll just barrage. And kill it immediately. Yeah, so it's fine with me. Just waiting on him to either play a card or pass. Okay. I don't care about a Viper Pro Droid anymore. Guess it wouldn't have been a bad card, but choose the amount of damage. 8. Okay. Be nice to more Lukes, right? Just keep getting matched up against Luke. Let's play Inferno. Bottom. Okay, he attacks him with Luke, he gains 3 life, we kill it with Avenger. Don't need that. Did I not attack in with System Patrol Craft last turn? For some stupid reason? That's okay. Oops. Sure. Well, the thing that stinks about that is that that was our only Avenger this game. Okay. Just claim the initiative. Recruit's not bad actually. So we could just play like a ton of units here. Do we need to? I kind of want to play recruit first to see what we pull. But I want to take care of this Sabine, I think, also. So let kind of sort them go. Let's cell block guard. So we don't have to use a takedown on it. So the line is, he attacks in, he dies. He kills cell block guard, whatever. We play recruit. Okay. Or yeah, either way we're playing recruit. Definitely getting Gideon, so we can close this game out. See what he does first. Vader would have been nice too, but I'll take a Gideon. I'll take it. Okay. Attack in first. Get him to play something. Okay. He wants to kill whatever we got from the recruit. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I love how my opponents that I keep playing keep getting this card over and over again. Which is the only reason they're in the game, like, consistently. That's a really good card for right now. How much do we have? So we went for 3. He's down to 4. We just take down it. So we can play Stormtrooper, Stormtrooper. We can actually ambush one in. Hit it for 4 and then play Vigilance or Takedown. And still play... Yeah, we still have enough to just keep all this entire hand right now. He has to attack in, so let's just go base. We have not used our ECL yet either. He's taking an awfully long time to decide whether or not he wants to attack in. I mean, to me, I think we just play Takedown Luke and just get it off the board before he attacks anymore. At some point, we're going to get a Vader. just get that off the board. Gideon. No. Can play Gideon. Vigilance, Gideon, Stormtrooper, Inferno. So, no reason to resource anything. Okay, that's a Sentinel. Okay. Play a unit. Gain Sentinel. Okay. Just go face. And then we're just gonna go wide, I think. Cool. Where are our Vaders at, man? I haven't seen a single Vader, and we've gone through 30 cards in our deck. He's... Yeah, I think we're gonna ambush in the Death Trooper to kill that thing. Boom. Pretty sweet. Spread out the counters. Play a Viper Probe Droid. See what's in our opponent's hand. What's happening? Huh? What happened to my Viper Probe Droid? Okay. So I think the game glitched or something, because what is happening right now? Oh. Yeah. What happened? Yeah, what happened to my Vapor Probe Droid? It just like disappeared. Very confusing. I mean that because that totally seals the game. He's at 1 life. We're at full health. Okay. Not gonna do it. And we go face. Good game. Another doozy. Luke. Just get all the Lukes and stay in the game way longer than you should be able to. Alright, up against the aggro deck here. Really wish we had a turn 1 play. I mean, I like the power of the dark side to claim the initiative play, though. Maybe we can... Alright, let's just get rid of 1 Death Trooper and... I like Reinforcement Walker in this matchup. Consortium is not the greatest because of the Falcons. It just dies. To Falcon. Well, that's not a card I give a crap about. So we can just play Death Trooper and kill it. Okay. Subblock card's good too. Oof, I like Recruit also. Definitely saving Recruit. Man. So many tough choices here. It's either... I guess we gotta let this go. It's so far away. We need as many things that can help us survive right now. I like how Death Trooper just comes in and kills that, so. Such a sweet card. Yep. So then we do this, heal 1, claim the initiative, kill the Falcon. Bada bing, bada boom. Why do they do this to me? It's too far away. Power of the Dark Side. Recruit is a good turn. Okay. Takes Recruit, I guess? Or Power of the Dark Side? I don't know. If I'm him, I'm taking Power of the Dark Side. Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, we're just gonna ambush that bad boy in and kill Sabine. Trying to think. Do we just thing or go face? Face here. Is he playing Sabine? He claimed the initiative? Interesting. Well, this is just... Well, not necessarily an easy choice. We could, play Resupply Seasoned Shoretrooper. Let's not overthink it. Lead Lieutenant. Going face. 7, okay. Now I think we probably kill a thing. Yeah. Just take out. Start taking things out. We want him to... Okay, he pinged us. Next turn, Seasoned Shoretrooper is a 4/3. So this to force Sabine to use a block card. Save our Gideon. Our dark side. Okay, not really sure why he did that. Oh, we're just gonna claim our initiative here. Don't need that. Actually, we could have ambushed that in, but whatever. Just gonna go here, kill Sabine. Okay. Let's do it like that. Then we're going to heal. Deploy. Boom. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the good cards. The best cards. Inferno is a great card. Just play power. Make Gideon big. Make power. Stormtrooper big. And swing in for 17 damage. Which is insane. Good game. And that's why this deck wins. It's because of Gideon, man. I want to be for real. Like, think about if I didn't have Gideon out, right? I don't know why this game does this. I'm trying to look at the board. Like, Gideon sped up the winning so fast. We killed, what, 3 units that turn? Or was it 3? No, it was just 2. Yeah, just 2. Killed the red 3 and the Falcon. Beat him 29-9. Swung in for 17 damage on that turn. But that's what Gideon does. That's why it's so good. Like, that's why I always play it in these decks that have a lot of removal, because it's just insane. And I was glad to see like this list had done really well. A couple of guys had told me about their recent finishes, so with my deck list. So I just wanted to revisit it. I do think Resupply is great. It has felt so good. Just being able to find Gideon, find Vader, find Avenger, find Reinforcement Walker. Just find our closers. Those are all of our closers. And then we use all of our cheaper spells. Seasoned Shoretrooper is a card I kind of got away from in Boba Fett. But it feels great in this deck. And I didn't even ramp this game because I was playing against aggro, but once you get it out for 2 resources as a 4/3, that's disgusting late in the game. That's like in itself, like you squeeze that in with a Gideon, for example, that's a closer. That card is a closer. So, and then what you typically want to do, depending on what you're playing against, you just want to spread out the counters like I did, so that there's not one particular target that they want to take out. I mean, aggro is gonna have a hard time killing a monster, but I still think sometimes you just want to, they have surprise strike and things like that, so you want to spread it out so that you're diversifying your threats, so that it's not just all based on one threat. Up against Iden Red here. No, we have a good hand. I get rid of 1 takedown. Droid into Cloud City. I guess recruits the odd man out. I don't want to get rid of 2 takedowns. I'm not getting rid of Vigilance in an aggro matchup, so yeah, I don't want to get rid of 2 takedowns. Not smart. So for a cause, K2SO and aggression. Okay. Okay. Another recruits. Do we really want to get rid of a Vigilance here? We're just playing Cloud City. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do it just because it's... I'm gonna do it, man. He can't ambush in. Just do our thing. Claim initiative. Or cause, okay. Dark side would be really good. Death Trooper's not bad. Sideboard Guard's not bad. Takedown. I like having 2 Sentinels here. That was the point of bringing in the Cloud City Wind card. Recruit Sideboard Guard is a good turn. So is Takedown. Alright, let's just go base, because we can just take down a Sabine. Base. He pings us. Okay, he readies a unit. Kills a thing. Readies does 4 damage. Okay. That's actually a really good turn to do that. I played that deck before, and not a single time that I have aggression on the Sabine turn. Not a single time. Not a single time. I think right now because we have answers for Sabine next turn. And that's all he has left, so. Yeah, I mean, we could also just like top deck a Gideon, or the Death Trooper would have been really, but I didn't see that happening, so a couple Sideboard Guards isn't bad. Play Sideboard Guard. I feel like my opponents have been drawing ridiculously like with these cards, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna go double Sideboard Card next turn. Just claim the initiative. Good, 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 good. All right, no more aggressions, please. Oof. It's a good card. I think. Sideboard Guard. Sideboard Guard. Okay. I think we're close to turning the corner, but it's definitely okay. Yeah. We have not cracked. We have not cracked our thing yet. I am just gonna Vigilance Red 3 here. I could play Gideon and Stormtrooper, feels pretty good to close the game out. Had like 2 games where we had played against like 3 Lukes and then 2 Lukes, and now we played against 2 aggressions. It's like, what? Like, why is our opponent keep getting the best card? Okay. Just gonna claim the initiative, I think. I could kill that. Let's just kill it. Just take it out. Because then if he has to play another unit, and then we'll just ambush in Gideon. Okay, sure. I mean, our life total is in a good place now. And now we could draw like a reinforcement walker or something that just gets the game out. I mean, Barrage Gideon is great. Consortium Gideon is great. We could literally, we have the initiative. We can Consortium in. I think we'd, at this point. So now we have a unit. We're tied at life total. Play Gideon. Next turn we play Barrage. Or if he plays a couple of cheap units, we just play Barrage this turn. I don't know. Okay. He used his thing. That's fine. Cool. Heal. Cool. Heal. Barraging for 7 to kill both of their units. I don't think we need this anymore. What a game, what a game, what a... Boom. God, I love that. I don't think aggro can deal with a 9/9. Okay, I mean, that's a thing. But they've used 2 of those now, so. We're just gonna swing it for 9, get them to 22, and then... heal for 1. Just to keep ourselves out of range. Okay. We don't need a second Gideon. He needs a Sentinel. Or another for a cause, okay. Doesn't do it. Good game, good game. Yeah. So another aggro game that went on too long because they drew 2 best cards in the deck. Being able to re-ready your unit and deal 4 damage to my Sentinels. I added in Cloud City Wingard, took out the Laser Technician. I just felt like everyone plays around it. It's not that great, and I rarely use it. And in the aggro matchups, like, it's not something I want to ambush in. I want to ambush in Consortium or Gideon. So it just doesn't feel like... I don't know. Resupply just feels so much better. Everyone's playing around that card now. You know what I mean? Or they're just playing units where I don't get to kill it with a 2-powered unit just to get 1 resource. So it's just... I don't know. Just, I'd rather have an extra Sentinel on the ground because that was starting to feel like my weakness, was not having enough Sentinels. So back for the post game, this deck was very, very dominant, even like against decks that drew really well. Like, the biggest thing that stood out to me was like Superlaser Technician wasn't great, and it's like it's really hard to take it out because I just feel like I'm like hurting myself by taking it out because of that potential of like even just playing it as a unit and then it dying and becoming a resource is sweet. So I think just for that reason alone, I'm gonna keep it in. I did really like having an additional sentinel on the ground though. The problem is that City Cloud Wing Guard, you can't hit it with Vader because it doesn't have black or villainy in it or whatever. So that was kind of the issue with that. I mean, I liked having it as an additional sentinel. Like that Sabine Red deck had an answer for every sentinel I played, which was ridiculous. But I mean, it felt like the reason that I won that game is because of that. Otherwise, like, you know. So I mean, I really just first of all, I just hope the next set has like a well, we do already know that it has another sentinel. It has that the green black one, the Dark Trooper. So I mean, that's like almost like an instant. And I think I talked about this in the last video. Like that's instantly coming in this deck for something. I don't know for what, but I mean possibly just for the Death Trooper. I don't know about the Death Trooper. Maybe something up there. I don't know at the top. But just having that plus cell block guard and just being able to hit it off of Vader, that's disgusting. And then it synergizes with Gideon. Um, I did want to show you guys. So I changed the sideboard around a little bit, not a lot. I think Search Your Feelings and Restock are good for the control matchups because there's so much control right now. Like you have to be prepared for that. So here is a list that did well in a tournament recently that I saw on Facebook. You can tell it's very similar to mine. I think this was the guy I talked to that had based his list off of my original list. So he took out a Gideon. He took out the Making Openings as well. And he added in Admiral Pyatt, which allows you to ambush anything that's 6 cost or more. He took out one Shore Trooper for a Snow Trooper Lieutenant, which I think it's fine, like to hit it with Vader, but you know, it's just kind of like every now and then it's good. Um, so I could see it being somewhat useful. It just dies so easily because it's a 2/2. That's why I never liked it. And then he had one Super Laser Blast, I think, are the changes, and then the 2 Vanquish in the main. So so this is another like variation that I think is great. Clearly he did well with it. Um, the Gideon thing, dropping down to 2 Gideons, I think it's fine. I have a hard time with it just because I think Gideon does such a great job at like ECLing in and killing a thing, or just like closing the game out with when you start like just ramping up kill spells and closing things out with Gideon. So, but I can see why you go down to 2, um, totally. And the sideboard is pretty similar here in this list. The toughest matchups for this are definitely like Han Green because they have Spark Rebellion. I would say Sabine Yellow, but we did do pretty well against them. I mean, anything that has anti-control cards and is super aggressive. As far as like control matchups, I mean, I think mid-range typically does better against control. I might need to bring in Relentless if I feel like control is a problem. So maybe like a restock and maybe I drop a Gideon if I felt like control was like super hard. That's not a matchup I've tested a lot, so that's a little harder to say. But in general, your best matchups are going to be against like aggro. Mid-range is going to be very close. It's like, that's just going to be more about the player, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, a mid-range deck that doesn't heal, you have an advantage. Any deck that doesn't heal. I would say Boba Cunning is probably a pretty difficult matchup, too. I think that matchup is always difficult, though, no matter what deck you're playing for the most part. So, they have answers for just about everything, so. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content and the gameplay. As always, y'all have a good one, and peace out.